Hey man, happy Thursday in this rather beige looking room because I've noticed recently that a lot of my recordings appear a bit washed out, and the reason is beige walls, skin colour not much different to the walls, not a lot going on that's not beige. I need to work on that. However, as I recall, you asked me about school. What do I remember? What has stuck with me in terms of what I've been taught or things that happened at school? And the really boring short answer is I don't know. Probably less that I don't know and more that I don't remember, because at this point I'm 31 years old, which means I left school 16 years ago. Now that's not a long time in the grand scheme of things. In fact, actually, it's not very long at all, but when you're growing up and experiencing different things, some things fall by the wayside, especially if they're less memorable to begin with. My time in school wasn't very eventful, it was run-of-the-mill, nothing really stands out. I got on well with the teachers, there was very few people I didn't like in terms of kids, and there were a couple of really standout teachers, such as my English teacher in year 10 and 11, who was the head of English for our school. She was really good and passionate about English, which is what you need when someone's teaching you something. Also, while learning German during secondary school, my teacher was called Herr Styles, her being the German for Mr, but also sounding like hairstyles. But of course he was played on that and kids found it hilarious, so that's how he engaged his students. But my happiest times in education were mostly in college when I left school, because when you're in college you start to become an adult and you get that sense of self-responsibility, self-reliance, because a lot more stuff rests on your shoulders, not your parents. You choose to go to college, or at least back when I was in school, college was optional. So you went to college if you wanted to study something and advance yourself and learn something new. So you were there because you wanted to be there. While growing up, I was somewhat of a more mature individual anyway, and as such, being at college, I enjoyed that, being able to develop myself in different ways and not have to rely on the decisions made for me by other people. Also, most people only go to college for 2 years before moving on to university or placements or something, but I went for 3 because I foolishly during my second year started a 2-year course. I went back for a 3rd year to finish that course. My 3rd year was a bit different. I was taking classes with people 1 year younger than me, but the age divide actually felt vast in terms of maturity. I mean, by then I had a job as well as I was studying full time. It appears I've always been a glutton for punishment and having no free time. I would go to lessons or lectures while wearing my uniform, my job that I was going to straight after that, or what I'd just come from. And I think in my entire life I've never felt more self-fulfilled as I did during that 3rd year, and that sense of accomplishment is something that has always driven me to be able to think that I'm doing more and doing good and constantly evolving myself in the way I think about things, and that's just really important to me. That matters to me, as you would say. So okay, that was less about school and more about college, but I suppose it's education in general, so maybe it counts, maybe it doesn't. Let me know on Monday. Have a great day, keep mattering, and keep being beige.